Mind-blowing velour.
Sickness, thirst, tiredness, shaking hands, and a foggy mind. Too much or too little sugar can both affect the heart, brain, and every cell that keeps us alive. Through a fusion of Western, classical, and rhythmic dance, our performance to our self-composed and live song inside your blood portrays this hidden battle inside the body and reminds us of one important truth: health is a choice.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to speak about how diabetes can affect the brain. When blood sugar level stays high for a long, sometimes it can also increase the risk of diseases like Alzheimer's disease. Eating healthy.
valedictory function. Today is the culmination of a series of community awareness activities under the overarching theme Access to Diabetes Healthcare for All, organized by the Department of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, CMC Diabetes. Before we begin with the program, we will now present a video recapping all the events that have taken place this year. Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, CMC Diabetes conducts a series of activities to commemorate World Diabetes Day. Through these events, we aim to promote diabetes awareness, encourage healthy lifestyle practices, and empower individuals and healthcare professionals with knowledge on diabetes prevention and management. The theme for World Diabetes Day 2025 is Access to Diabetes Healthcare for All. Under this banner, the cookery competition centered on conquering the night cravings was conducted on 27 September. The chief guest, Dr. Lalu Joseph, Associate General technology to lead the way.
A very good evening to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today on behalf of the Department of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism at CMC to welcome you all to today's valedictory function of our World Diabetes Day 2025. As you would have all seen, this is a year-long celebration and awareness program that we have to create awareness among everybody regarding diabetes and the complications of the same. Let me take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, Professor Jacob John, who is a retired professor of virology from CMC Vellore. I would also like to welcome our judges for today's dance competition, Dr. Kanagalakshmi, Dr. Vidya, Dr. Pushkar, Dr. Nimi, and Dr. Abhirami, and Miss Mary Sujata. We welcome you all. I take this opportunity to welcome the principals of all the schools and colleges who have participated here in today's programs, the beloved teachers who have trained their students and encouraged them, all the parents who are present here today, and all our lovely and dear students who have participated, who have come to support their friends, and the entire team who has been behind this program. So today we have seen through music, rhythm and expressiveness how the students have given an important message that health is a choice, and that is a choice that we all have to make today for a better tomorrow. So once again, welcoming everybody who is present here today to this gathering. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Rebecca. I request everyone to rise for the Tamil Thai Vartal. Dance competition theme, diabetes and the brain.
What a mallet. Yes. Second source.
We can see
Zumba performance led by the physiotherapy team.
Good evening all. Good evening all. I know it's very hard to see you all in this congested place. I'm sorry to say that. But here we are physio team to conduct a small Zumba session for you all. Do you all know what is Zumba? It's a Latin word. It means dance. And we are just making it as therapeutic dance. So move yourself, make yourself stronger for the tomorrow. And it helps you to regenerate your brain and detox your brain and helps your lungs, heart and your muscles to get work well and helps you to move yourself well. Am I audible to everybody? Yes, fine. Here, let me introduce our team. Mr. Prince, Miss Blessing, Tanvi, Piyush and Ashini and Simran. We are just going to make a small performance here. And it's not a dance. Let me tell once again, it's not a dance. It's a therapeutic exercise which is very easy for everybody to perform and follow it. So we can do it in our home also.
Hello everyone. Hello. Okay, before going to start the session, I just want to interact with the people. I hear that Velu people are so energetic. Is it true? Okay. So I hear that people who are living in Vellore can survive anywhere in the world. Is it true? Okay. You know why? Vellore is a place. You know why? Vellore is a place where there will be a two extreme hot, extreme cold, extreme rain also. So I know, as you said, you will be having double spirit of energy to do Zumba. Okay. Whatever physical activity we are going to do, we have to start doing more. So I have a super fantastic team with me. So they will be doing a Zumba dance for you. Are you ready to perform? Okay. Can you please get up from your places? Okay. I know there is no space, but keep yourself free from this yourself to perform that session. Okay. Guys, are you ready? Okay. So we'll start with the head. Gently move your head forward, up and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, gently bend your head towards your right side and then towards the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, rotate your head towards your right side, then towards your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, gently raise your shoulder up and then down. 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 Now, rotate your shoulder forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, rotate your shoulder backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch your right side neck. Gently keep your right hand on the back side. Hold your head by your left hand and pull towards your left side. You're feeling a stretch? Hold for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it on the opposite side. Same. Keep your left hand on the back side. Right hand hold your head. Try to pull it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Now stretch your shoulder. Cross your hand towards the left side and pull towards the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keep your hand on the hip. Gently rotate clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now tap your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now modified jumping jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now stretch your upper front thigh. Just hold your leg and stretch towards the back side. Hold for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now stretch your back thigh. Keep one leg front And bend forward, try to touch your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3. Yes, come on, try. 4, 5. Okay, relax. So now lift one leg forward and do a clockwise ankle rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite leg. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you guys ready with the music? Yes. Okay. Team Zumba ready? Yes. Okay. Start music.
40 minutes in a day for up to 5 days in a week. And it's not about just simply start something and finish up something. Start with the warm-up, do your exercise session, finish up with the same exercise for your cool-down period, relax your muscles. I hope that everyone must be having your elderly people in your family, your parents or grandparents. Encourage them, motivate them to have a better moment for their life. Thank you all.
Of our World Diabetes Day celebration programs, which have been going on for about 6 months now. So today we have seen several self-composed music and dances which have been performed by various schools and colleges. The importance of all these events is mainly to improve awareness about diabetes in our country. As you are all aware, world over about 11% of adult population have diabetes, and diabetes in the long run leads to multiple complications if not controlled adequately. So about 9% of deaths all over the world are attributed to problems which result from complications of diabetes. And we are also seeing an increased prevalence of diabetes among young children, the youth, adolescents, as well as pregnant women. And we can imagine the impact this would have on the long run in our patients, in those who are affected. Hence, there is a need to improve awareness about diabetes in the community, especially through such programs where the community is involved in understanding what are the healthy life choices which we can make to prevent diabetes and also to avoid its complications. So as you have seen in the video that was presented initially, we have been conducting various events in relation to the World Diabetes Day every year for more than 20 years now, and the various events including cookery competition to promote healthy cooking habits and eating habits in our families, essay competitions for school students and quiz for teachers, as well as painting competition to improve awareness of diabetes from a very young age so that our children are motivated to follow healthy lifestyle and avoid diabetes. We also had the Diabetes Awareness Exhibition on the 14th of November, which is the World Diabetes Day, and we had various posters that were displayed regarding diabetes. We also had quiz for medical and nursing students, as you saw in the videos, and today is the final event, that is the dance competition. We hope that through these various awareness programs that we have been conducting over the years, we would improve awareness about diabetes in our community, and in the long run, Vellore should serve as a role model for the country in the prevention and avoidance of complications of diabetes. So today we have various events lined up, especially the prize distribution for the winners, and also we'll again see the performance of the prize winning teams, especially their dance and songs. So once again I would like to welcome you all for this event today, and hope you have an enjoyable time. Thank you. Assistant Professor, Department of Endocrinology, to present the felicitation in Tamil.
மாண்புமிகு பேராசிரியர்கள், மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் விருந்தினர்களே, அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். இன்று வேர்ல்ட் டயபெட்டிஸ் டே கொண்டாட்டங்கள் விழாவில் முடிவு விழாவில் இப்போ மனம் எல்லாரையும் வரவேற்கிறேன். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி கிறிஸ்டியன் மெடிக்கல் காலேஜ் வெல்லூரில் எண்டோக்ரைனாலஜி டயபெட்டிஸ் அண்ட் மெட்டபாலிசம் சார்பில் நடந்தது. நிறைய காங்கரிங் தி நைட் கிரேவிங் சென்டர் சமையல் போட்டி, கட்டளை போட்டி, ஓவியல் போட்டி, விழிப்புணர்வு கண்காட்சி, டயபெட்டிஸ் நர்ஸ் சாம்பியன் குவிஸ், மெடிக்விஸ் போல பல நிகழ்ச்சிகள் நடந்தது. இதனால் டயபெட்டிஸின் விழிப்புணர்வு அதிகமானது. அண்ட் மெயின் ரீசன் என்னவென்றால் டயபெட்டிஸ் ப்ரிவென்ஷன் மக்களுக்கு சேர வேண்டும். அண்ட் இந்தியா டயபெட்டிஸ் கேபிட்டல்னு சொல்கிறாங்க, அது கண்டிப்பாக குறைய வேண்டும். ஸோ அதில் சிஎம்சி மற்றும் வேலூர் கண்டிப்பாக முன்னாடி வந்து நிற்கணும். ஸோ அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம், நன்றி.
Thank you, Dr. Varun. I now invite Professor Nihal Thomas, Senior Professor, Department of Endocrinology and Head of the Center for Stem Cell Research, to introduce our honored chief guest for the day.
Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome once again. We already had a wonderful welcome from Dr. Asha in English and Dr. Varun in Danglish. So thank you so much. I'm going to start by playing a little game. Have you all played that game called Guess the Weight of the Cake? Anybody played that game? You're given a cake and they'll say it's 1 kilogram, 10 kilograms, whatever. Because it's World Diabetes Day, it's not going to be 10 kilograms. It may be 10 grams. That's the size of the cake you get. But let's play a little different game. This game, and those of you who don't know Dr. Jacob John, I think your grandfathers and your fathers will all know Dr. Jacob John. He's a very well-known figure in Vellore, right? Not just Vellore, Tamil Nadu, India, but the world. I want you to guess the combined age of the chief guest and the person standing here and speaking to you is 151 years, right? The combined age of the chief guest and me is 151 years. Okay. Now I want you to guess the age of the chief guest.
91.
Correct, 91. I don't know how you got that. So for that you will get one cake. Thank you. So let's start with the story. Dr. Jacob John was born in the year 1935, right? That's probably before many of your grandfathers or grandmothers were born. But Dr. Jacob John's contribution to India and the world is something unimaginable. India back in the 1950s and 60s was a very different India from what you see today. And perhaps economically, socially, was very, very different. That's before my time, mind you. And so, Dr. Jacob John did his MBBS in Trivandrum Medical College, and then he decided to come to Vellore, and he trained as a pediatrician. He did his diploma in child health in Vellore in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Subsequently, what he did was, he went to the United Kingdom and trained in his MRCP in pediatrics, and then went to the United States of America and also trained in infectious disease over there. And then came back to India. After all that exposure in the West, in a very different India, he decided to come back and serve in this country when he came back to Vellore. And that was very important, because he started the first ever virology department in the country, and perhaps maybe in many parts of Asia, possibly the first, I would say. You know, nowadays if a baby is born in Tamil Nadu, there is a chance of 985 babies living past their first year. But at that time in Tamil Nadu, the chance of a baby living to the end of their first year, only 800 babies would live till the end of their first year. And that's a big difference. Why? Because they were dying of a lot of diseases like tetanus, diarrhea, and poliomyelitis. A very devastating disease which would cause paralysis and death in a large number, and if not, they would live to a longer age but have disability, which was very devastating. Now what Dr. Jacob John did is that he popularized the poliomyelitis vaccine. And can we have the next slide on this? Mrs. Muttarani has prepared the slides, thank you so much. And what you can see over here is three people, and you can see Dr. Jacob John. Looks very much the same, walks at the same speed at 91. That must have been when you were 30 something, I gather. And with black hair and the button chops that you can see over there, I call them. And the person on his right is Dr. Salk, the man who invented the intramuscular polio vaccination. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but and on the left is the director of Cmc Diabetes at that time, Dr. A.B.M. Joseph. So what Dr. Jacob John did was that starting a fantastic virology department which has had a legacy effect. Many of the people who have worked in microbiology and biology have made big numbers, big names. We had one person who ultimately became the director of the National Institute of Virology, another person who was amongst a woman who was amongst 450 years, the first person to the Royal College or to the Royal Society as well. But many people were trained and many discoveries, many viruses were discovered. You know there's a Totiparian virus, you know there's a Vellore virus, alright? That was all discovered here. Virus was named after Totiparian and Vellore as well. And what he did for poliomyelitis, he basically contributed, I won't elaborate, but basically to strategies which eradicated polio from the world. And now there are only 2 countries in the world, am I right, which have cases of poliomyelitis. Close to our back door, that is a worry, but we don't have in a big country of 1.5 billion patient, or people, sorry, we don't have poliomyelitis. And I could go on and on. Dr. Jacob John actually, a few years back, discovered that there was an epidemic of people, young people dying of hypoglycemia, low blood sugar in Uttar Pradesh, right? Bihar, sorry, right, Bihar. Right. So you can see his memory is better than mine. And in Bihar, people were dying. And he discovered that it was due to the lychee fruit in an immature form which was being swallowed, which was inducing hypoglycemia. It was an epidemic problem over there during a particular season. What he devised, not only what he does is what he devises, not only discovery, but a strategy to eradicate the disease. Today, there are no deaths of hypoglycemia from the lychee fruit in Bihar. So, those are just examples of brilliance, and those brilliance can be countered, and he gives inspirational talks and speeches all over the country and all over the world, even today at this point of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you with great fervor a B.C. Roy awardee and many other awards. I've got a list over here which I probably won't read out. Dr. T. Jacob John. Thank you, sir, for coming to be our chief guest today. Thank you, sir. 91 years of experience. If you can listen to someone whom you have never listened to before. Thank you.
Yes, lighter.
If I'm not audible, please raise your hand. I have a bad throat. Not infection. Don't worry. பெரும் மதிப்புக்கும் மரியாதைக்கும் உரிய மருத்துவ நிபுணர் முனைவர் பேராசிரியர் ಇದು ನಿಹಾಲ್ ಥಾಮಸ್ ಅವர்களே அவருடன் கிறிஸ்துவ மருத்துவ கல்லூரியில் பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற உடன் பணியாளர்களே, பள்ளிகளில் பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கும் ஆசிரியர் பெருமக்களே, கல்லூரிகளில் பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கும் பேராசிரியர்களே, மாணவ செல்வங்களே, தாய்மார்களே, பெரியோர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய மாலை வணக்கம். I'm just doing this much of Tamil for a purpose. To tell you how fortunate we are in Vellore, in Tamil Nadu. Among all the languages of the world, the oldest living language is Tamil. Sanskritam or Sanskrit means refined. From Prakritam means natural or older or previous. The Prakritam Modi, nobody knows exactly what it was, but it seems to be 2 or 3 languages. Pali, no longer spoken. Tamil, still spoken and rich in literature. So we are fortunate to live in a place, Vellore, where Tamil is our Thai Modi. You know, awareness doesn't normally change our behavior. Awareness alone. Awareness is the first step. Then ultimately you have to be motivated to do what you're going to do. Now, there are excuses for doing wrong things when you know that it is wrong. There are real reasons which are not excuses but reasons. So excuses and reasons are not one and the same. When I was finishing my DCH, Professor John Webb asked me, what are you going to do next? I said, I'll go to my hometown. My parents are getting old. And then I will decide what to do there. Either there or within the state so that they have easy access to me. I am the first member of the family who is a doctor. A month later, John Webb called me to his office and said, I went to your hometown in Kerala. I met your parents and I asked them, do you want your son in Kerala or will you allow him to be working in CMC? They said, of course in CMC. It's a great privilege for us, for our son to be working in CMC. My excuse, my bluff was called by this Englishman. That was not the real reason. So remember always, real reasons and excuses are not one and the same. Now, the real reason why Nihal Thomas invited me is not what he said at all. Or he hinted. I guess you all have guessed by now. He wanted to exhibit a friend of his whom he knows very well, who is 91 years of age and yet behaving like he's only 51. How is it? 151 minus. Okay. Yeah. I was not good at handspinning, that's why I became a doctor. Now, I said motivation. You have to do things in your life motivated by yourself. You have to think, you have to live thoughtfully. You have to choose wisely. And you must be willing to defer gratification for later. Now, immediate gratification is something that we all like. We eat food not thinking of nutrition, not thinking of diabetes, but for the pleasure in the mouth. There's nothing wrong with that. I think God intended purposefully so that you will eat. If there was no pleasure in eating, we'd all be starving to death. I should eat, no pleasure. But you now think about the pleasure that you can manipulate in your mind. Protect the brain was the theme of the first dance drama that I saw. Not save the brain, protect the brain. Now, when you go to a wedding reception, there will be biryani. You think ahead of time. I will ask for just 2 pieces of meat, just 1 handful of rice, and no more. So when he comes with a plate full of biryani, he says, no, just 2 pieces of meat and then with the rice. He looks at you after you're a kind of a specimen. Like Nihal is showing me as a specimen of 91 years old. Isn't that the good Nihal? Showing off a specimen of Homo sapiens species. Anyway, so when you see that look on the face of the guy who serves it, then you realize I'm more happy because my choice was understood by him and I am doing this deliberately. I do not overeat. So, how can you have pleasure in eating and yet not overeat? The secret is very simple. Take twice the time to eat half the food. Eat slowly. If you eat slowly, your brain will tell you satiety, satisfaction before you want to eat more. So eat slowly, take twice the time, eat half the volume that you normally eat. And I don't know whether Nihal has taught you all, among the endocrine organs of the body, muscles is one of them. It's one of the most important. Endocrine, not only endocrine, multiple roles that muscles play. Muscles and brain. Use them or lose them. Keep using your muscles. I know that is doing agile. Keep agile so that if you stumble you should not fall. You must have quick reaction, quick reflexes to regain your balance. If you live long and you don't have your brain active so that you are creative, new ideas, you're writing new papers, you're teaching new things to people, then there will be a little bit of mismatch between your physical health and your brain demands of the brain, demands of the body. Both will slow down, but the brain will slow down faster than the muscles. That's not good. So the brain must be kept active. So if you have a hobby, keep it up. If you have some land, grow your own vegetables. When you look at each plant every day, you will have a pleasure of seeing it grow. Be happy, be pleased with small achievements. If you can have your entire career at the lunch table of what vegetables you grew yourself, that pleasure is undescribable. So I grow beans, I grow kaprikai, I grow vendakai, I grow padavalakai, I grow karmatira. Karmatira is chicken. So all kinds of vegetables I grow, I take pleasure out of it. So what I'm suggesting to you is, you learn to do things that will give you pleasure at the same time. They bring value on the table. I don't want to prolong this address long, because if you haven't struck oil in about 10 minutes, you stop boiling. So, thank you very much, Nihal, for getting me here. My age is 70, but the average of actually if we take the entire group, my age will be much lower. Lots of children are there. So, I'm sorry I was not addressing children in their own back. So, friends, be happy, do what gives you pleasure, but be discriminate, be wise, choose well. Can you come here, Nihal? Yeah. I want 2 volunteers, no more than 20 years old, to come forward. 2 volunteers, no more than 20 years. No more than 20 years. Who would you like to shake hands with? Yaar with a kai kudukka. And the yava ennodera. With whom you want to shake hands? Me or him? No, only one. One at a time. Him. Okay, go ahead. Shake his hand. Okay. What for one, you have come. Anyway, he represents non-communicable diseases. I represent communicable diseases. The lesson is, they don't come to you. You have to go and get them. Modern medicine grew rapidly, having understood diseases. The cause of disease is external and it reaches you. That is the communication. Communication is the wrong word actually. Some people use communicable disease only for human to human transmitted infectious diseases. But infectious diseases and non-infectious lifestyle degenerative diseases. These two, the communicable diseases have environmental disturbance, influences that you can influence. Actually, the government should influence. All the developing countries have done health management by addressing the environmental risk factors. No mosquitoes, no spitting, cover your mouth and nose when you sneeze, okay, hand hygiene, and so on. But they don't have any typhoid fever. Sanitation water. If they want to see typhoid fever, they come to India and ask, can you show me typhoid fever? Malaria. So they are not of personal responsibility. We can do as much as we can, mosquito-proof your houses, etc. But non-communicable diseases, March 4 was the World Obesity Day. And in the editorial of the Hindu, I read that 5 to 9-year-old children globally, India has the second highest number. Obesity, high BMI. So for us, there is no World Diabetes Day on which you remember diabetes. Every day in your life is a diabetes day. Every day in your life is an obesity day. So, keep well, be good, be careful. Thank you all very much.
For that engaging address, where we all find the motivation within ourselves to move from awareness to action. I now call on Dr. Varun to introduce today's judges and Dr. Rebecca to present them with the mementos.
First is Dr. Kanalakshmi. Ma'am has finished her MD Community Medicine from IRT, Telugurai. She finished MD Medicine from Cmc Diabetes. So our key areas of interest are women's health, stroke awareness, and preventive medicine. She has multiple career index national journals. We welcome you, ma'am. Ma'am is Associate Professor, Head and Neck Surgery. She is MBBS from Guntur Medical College, Andhra Medical College, and Post-Doc Head and Neck Surgery from Cmc Vellore. She also has training fellowships from Daikin University, Australia. She has multiple peer index national international journals to her name. Welcome you, ma'am. MBBS MS from Jipma Puducherry, gold medalist MCH endocrine surgery from Cmc Vellore. He is a brilliant dancer. Thought he would dance, make a lot of moves today. And he is a very good person, actually very approachable. So we welcome you, sir.
Madam, sir, please wait.
Introduce the next set of judges and Dr. Devika to present them with the mementos.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, honored guests and teachers, proud parents and dear friends. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our students, and we are deeply honored to have distinguished personalities among us who inspire us through their dedication, excellence and service. First, it is my honor to invite Dr. Nimi Thomas. Dr. Nimi Thomas is MBBS, is licensed physician and currently serves as a junior clinical assistant at Christian Medical College, Vellore. She brings valuable clinical experience in the field of urology, surgical ICU and medical ICU. Dr. Nimi completed MBBS from Vellore and previously studied in both ICSC and CBS. She contributed to the academic research including published study on ocular teaching methods and award-winning medical. To invite Dr. R. Abhinavi. Dr. R. Abhirami holds a BNYS degree and an MFA in Bharatanatyam. She is a naturopathy physician and currently serves as an assistant lecturer at Adi Neuropathy and Yoga Medical College in Gudiata. In addition to her medical she is a Bharatanatyam artist over 19 years of classical dance training and performance experience. And finally, just to invite Ms. Mary Sujata ji. She is a highly respected music and dance educator, over 20 years of teaching experience in reputed schools. She holds an MA and MPhil in classical music and has successfully completed his Arangetram and classical dance. She is highly skilled in songwriting, composition, choreography and multimedia audio-video production. She has composed and released more than 100 songs.
Dr. Devika, I request Dr. Santosh to propose the vote of thanks before we move to the prize distribution portion of the evening.
So on behalf of Department of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, I sincerely thank each one of you for your participation in making this World Diabetes Day valedictory program a great success. A special thanks to Head of the Department, Dr. Asha ma'am, whose visionary leadership and support gave us this wonderful opportunity to organize this and celebrate this important event. We are deeply grateful to the entire endocrinology team for their excellent work, dedication and tireless efforts in conducting awareness activities and educating the community throughout this campaign. Thank you to our esteemed speakers and guests for their valuable insights and inspiration, and to all the participants and volunteers for their enthusiasm and commitment. Together, let us continue working towards better diabetes care and healthier lives. Wishing you all good health and happiness. Thank you once again.
Now move on to the announcement of winners and prize distribution for the events previously conducted. I call on Dr. Devika to announce the prizes for the cookery competition which was conducted on 27th September on the theme Conquering the Night Cravings. There were 35 teams comprising of teachers, CMC staff and local homemakers who enthusiastically participated in the event. Over to you, Dr. Devika.
The first prize goes to B. Srisha and Sri Bhavadarini from BKM College. I would like to invite Kanagalakshmi ma'am to give over the prizes for the cookery competition. Second prize goes to G. Anita and G. Kartika from Medical Surgical CMC. I would like to I request the prize holders to enter from the left side of the stage and leave from the right side. And also please collect the vouchers. G. Anita and G. Kartika. I think they're not here. So the third prize is shared by two teams. One is V. Gayatri and V. Gladys Jerusha, CMC Urology Department. And also by M. Rokini and Anbu from Medical and Surgical Specialty, Ranipet Campus. B. Suhasini and B. Madhumita from B601 ward. Is led by two teams, Harish Margaret and Sneha from Scudder College of Nursing. Dr. R. Gatula and Arukya Dori from Vedanati Nagar Faculty.
The next prizes will be announced. I ask you to get ready to come on stage. Next we will announce the prizes for the teachers quiz, followed by the painting competition for school students, then the English and Tamil essay competition, the poster competition, then the Medi quiz, and finally the nursing quiz. So we ask all the winners to get ready. Now I call on Dr. Santosh to announce the winners of the teachers quiz and then the painting competition for school students. The theme and the topic for the competition was technology and humanity, a partnership for better health. We had 98 participants who actively took part at the event.
Now I request Dr. Vidya to kindly come up onto the dais to present the prizes to all of us. So first announcing the winners of teachers quiz competition. The first prize goes to J. Nandakumar from Om Shakti Narayani Public Higher Secondary School and M. Sarla Om Shakti Narayani Public Higher Secondary School. J. Nandakumar and M. Sarla, go share the first prize in teachers quiz competition from Om Shakti Narayani Public Secondary High School. The second prize goes to B. Archana and M. Ramya, Kingston International Archana and Amravya, Kingston International. I request the award winners to head on to the dais from the left side and lead from the right side. The third prize goes to L. Uttahara and S. Anukya Spark Matriculation. Now I announce the painting competition winners list. The first place goes to Uday Karthik and Aswan from Aidas Brothers. Painting competition. Uday Karthik and Aswan. The second prize goes to M. Subiksha, Freedom Concept School, and S. Kaviyanjali, Narayani Vidyashram. The second prize, M. Subiksha from Freedom Concept School, and Kaviyanjali, Narayani Vidyashram. The third prize is for 3. Miracle Benita, LFC Government Aided Higher Secondary School, Pragya Sri Jayam School, and Chaitanya Sri Maharshi Vidya Mandir Secondary High School. Miracle Benita, Pragya and Chaitanya Sri. Kshatriyas. There are consolation prizes for 5. S. Hashini from Maharashtra School, S. Dishita from RSHS International School, Afsana Asmi from Pune Presidency, A. Arvind from Sri Sai Vidyashram, Farida from St. Mary Girls High School. Hasini from Aidas Brothers School. So the consolation prize winners are Hasini from Aidas Brothers School, Dishita from RSHS International School, Afsana from Pune Presidency Matriculation Secondary School, Arvind from Sri Sai Vidyashram, and Farida from St. Mary's Girls High School. Dishita, a round of applause for them. Next, Afsana Asmi from Pune Presidency Matric Higher Secondary School. And next is Arvind from Sri Sai Vidyashram. Now invite Farida, St. Mary's Girls Higher Secondary School.
events provided to them were Healthy Habits Today, Healthy Life Tomorrow, the role of parents and teachers in preventing diabetes and obesity. We had 95 entries for the English essay competition and 90 entries in the Tamil competition. I now call on Dr. Hasina to announce the winners.
Dr. Pushkar Master for distributing the prizes.
The winners of the English essay competition. First prize is shared by two participants, Krista Lily and Ella Sanders. And Kritika M of Sri Narayana School. Lokesh of Sri Jayam School and Aravind Joshua of Spring Day Senior School. Of the Saturday. Abigail of Sri Jayam School. The second consolation prize goes to Justina Lindsay of RISHS International School. She's absent. Third consolation prize goes to Kabilan Lee of Freedom Concept School. The fourth consolation prize goes to Pratibha V of LFC Government Aided School. Pratibha. The fifth consolation prize goes to Lekha Sri B of Kingston Metric School. Now the winners of the Tamil essay competition. The first prize is shared by T. Jonna Deborah of LFC Government Aided School and Yuva Sri M of St. Mary's Girls Higher Secondary School. The second prize is shared by P. Kavya Sri of Sri Narayani Vidyasram and K. Lakshmi of St. Paul's Matriculation School.
Diabetes International School. The consolation prizes goes to Cmc of Ida Stutter School, Arshia Anjum of St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, G. Sindhuja of Sri Narayani Vidyashram, and Bhavana B. Sri Narayani Vidyalaya. Congratulations to thank you, sir, for this. And congratulations to the winners.
I now call on Dr. Venkat Pranav to announce the winners in the following 3 categories for the poster competition, the Medi quiz and the nursing quiz. The poster competition was held on 14th November, World Diabetes Day, in accordance with the WHO theme, Diabetes Across Life Stages.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to invite Dr. Nini Thomas ma'am to give away the awards. So the first place goes to Mr. V. Isaac Samuel from the Emergency Department and also Ms. J. Kanina Jasmine from C201 Ward Architect Campus. The second place goes to Ms. P. Shwetam, Emergency Department, Ranipet Campus. The third place goes to J. Sangeeta from A4 Ward. There are 2 consolation prizes. First one, R. Evangeline Chelsea from Master in Hospital Management and Miss P. Rajilakshmi from C201 Cmc Diabetes Campus. Congratulations to all the winners and thank you.
For them was diabetes and endocrine disorders. We had 18 teams who enthusiastically participated in the first round and 5 of them advanced to the final round. I hand it over to Dr. Venkat Pranav.
I'd like to call upon Dr. Nihal Thomas, sir, Senior Professor, to hand over the prize winners. The first place goes to Cyril Samuel, Jasmine Samuel and Kishan Jogi. Second place goes to Manuel Lingam, Nisha S. and Rian Matthew. The third place goes to Sachin Surya, Anand Vijay and Abhishek Arun. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the winners for the nursing quiz, which was conducted on 23rd of January at the College of Nursing Cmc Vellore. We had 325 nursing students who participated in the preliminary written round, and 4 teams made it to the final round. The topics covered were diabetes care and strategy. So I'll just go back to what I was saying. So now we will announce the winners for the nursing quiz, which was conducted on 23rd January at the College of Nursing. We had 325 nursing students who participated in the preliminary written round, and 4 teams made it to the final round. The topic covered was diabetes care and strategies for management. Over to Dr. Venkat to announce the winners.
I would like to invite Dr. Asha at this time to give away the mementos. The first prize goes to the team comprised of J. Beulah Rose, G. Pavita, Ananya Alexander and N. Nisha Nandini. The second prize goes to the team of Palakurti Alisha, Beulah Emi, S. Priyadarshini and Darshini. The second place goes to the team of Palakurti Alisha, Beulah Emi, S. Priyadarshini and Darshini. Madam, center on the The third place goes to the team of Soundarya B, Nishanti A, Celine Marie Matthew and Veda Priya.
We've come to the most anticipated portion of today. We will be announcing the winners for the self-composed music and dance competition. So before I call on the judges to announce the winners, I request our honored chief guest, Dr. Jacob John, to come to the stage to present the prize. So we'll be starting with the spoon competition. I request Dr. Pushpa to announce the winners, beginning with the consolation prize.
judges were hoping we could have given everybody the first prize, but the organizers would have not been happy with that. So starting with the second consolation prize, that goes to team number 10, EVRNGGHSS Vellore. Team EVRNGGHSS Vellore.
Sir, ready? Sir, please. Sir, ready? Look here.
The first consolation prize goes to team number 3, Bellamang Godi Campus School. I request the teams to kindly come to the stage to collect their prize.
Sir, ready, sir? Ready? Ready, sir? Sir, ready? Look here, sir. Madam. Thank you.
The second prize goes to team number 5, School-based CBSE Senior Secondary School. I request School-based CBSE Senior Secondary School team to come to the stage to collect their prize. Moving on to our last and most awaited prize. The first prize goes to team number 4. I request the team to come to stage to collect their prize.
Ready? Madam?
Number 4, Lakshmi Garden Matriculation High School, Secondary School, to get ready with their performance. We'll have their performance for the audience after the next prize distribution.
Dr. Lakshmi to announce the winners of the dance competition from the college, from the entries of the college.
Actually, before announcing the prizes, I have to tell you, everything was a soulful performance. I had a lot of message in it. And these colleges have an opportunity to speak to the community. It has a lot of message to be conveyed and very nice performance. And regarding the prizes, I start with the second consolation prize. It goes to the team 6, School of Nursing, Karigiri.
Okay, ready?
Consolation prize goes to team number 5, College of Nursing, Cmc Diabetes.
Ready, look here. Ready? Thank you.
So, Dr. Vimal, College of Nursing, Vellore.
Thank you.
The College of Nursing Chittoor team, please be ready to perform after the school performance. And I take this opportunity to appreciate the Endo team for taking all the efforts all through the year. So many competitions, so many work you have done it, and it was a good job done. I hope the younger generation take it forward for the diabetes awareness. Thank you.
First, we will have the winners of the school dance competition.
अभी कोई प्लेट तली होता
We are Lakshmi Garden students. We bring to you a fusion performance to depict the confusion and mix-up that occurs when diabetes hits the brain. A fusion of musical instruments, music genres, costumes and dancing types. Presenting Rhythm of Balance.
உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா நம்ம மைண்ட் ப்ளோயிங் வேலூர் யூடியூப் சேனலை இது வரைக்கும் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதவங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. அது மட்டும் இல்லைங்க, லைக் பட்டன் அழுத்தி உங்கள் கருத்துக்களை கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸில் பதிவு பண்ணுங்க. மீண்டும் மற்றொரு வீடியோவில் சந்திக்கும் வரை உங்கள் மைண்ட் ப்ளோயிங் வேலூர் யூடியூப் சேனலின் நன்றி, வணக்கம்.